this is home for the night. Not a bad view. And also, off in the distance there is a cell tower. I have 5G here faster than I've ever had it before, which is amazing because I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. Well, I'm a couple of miles outside of Alturas, California. I was at Bernie Falls today. I fished Hat Creek once more this morning, and then I wanted to go to Bernie Falls. I went there as a kid, and there's this iconic picture of me and my brother there, and I don't really remember the falls, but I went, and they're spectacular. Like, I would drive from the Bay Area 4 or 5 hours, however long it takes to get there, just to see the falls. Like, they're incredible. And it's really cool. There's all this volcanic like layering in the ground there. So some of the falls are just coming out of like the side of a cliff. Like, some of it comes off the top, and then some of it is just from like inside where the lava rock has formed some sort of underground aquifer. It's really neat to see. And I fished, and I got skunked there. It's tough. If you go below the falls, I didn't see a single fish jump. If you go above the falls by a little ways, they stock it. I probably should have just gone there. The whole river's beautiful though, and there's just all this like beautiful kind of like lily pad almost looking greenery like in the river. It's like a postcard stream, creek, river, whatever. But anyways, I am heading out east. I'm going out into the northern corner of Nevada, the northwestern corner of Nevada, to, well, it's kind of a secret. I saw this YouTube video of some fly fishing guy who hitches a ride in an airplane, and they fly to this tiny creek somewhere in northern Nevada. And the creek, I swear, is like 3 or 4 feet wide, and it's just like a stream or a spring-fed creek, and there's abnormally large fish in it. I watched this video and I couldn't believe like the fish they were pulling out of this creek, and they left a few clues in the video. You can kind of figure out which direction they're flying, and they make a few comments, and you know, I don't know. I think I have it pinned down, and I really hope I do, because I'm driving kind of a long distance just to try it. But we'll see how that goes. That's going to happen tomorrow, and I'm really excited for that. Well, doesn't get any better than this. Watching a movie, eating mac and cheese with Spam. I haven't had Spam since the last time I was in Hawaii, and I've only had it like in Hawaiian food. I've never actually cooked it myself. It's not that bad. You know, you can kind of like slice it with the rubber spatula. The consistency is a little weird. If you get the pan real hot and like sear it, then it can be kind of like a tofu situation where you get that little bit of crust on it. I just basically spiced it and heated it up and mixed it in, but it's, yeah, you know, not bad. Cheap as hell too. Good morning. Or as they say in Varsity Blues, good moonin'. Yeah, really a great campsite. Very little noise aside from a little wind at night. But there's enough trees here where it's not too exposed. Great view of just the valley and the farms. And some rain came through last night, and you can see up on the tops of those mountains across the valley, there's some snow. And yeah, it did actually drop. I don't know what the temp was last night, but I fired up the diesel heater for a half an hour or so just to stay toasty. But yeah, this is like a 3-minute drive off of the highway down there. And it's just a super chill place to camp. I don't know if I'll ever be passing through this area again. I hope so. But if I do, I'll be staying here. The only concerning thing is that there's bones like scattered. The bones of a sizable animal. I don't know if leaving... I don't know. I didn't see anything scary last night or hear anything, but I locked the doors. Anyways, we'll get the day started. Just had a nice shower, letting the sun recharge the batteries. And yeah, we're gonna head out to the mystery stream in Doris, my beautiful van. Oh, thank you so much, Cell Tower. Last night I was able to stream The Accountant 2, which I've been wanting to watch for a while. Good movie. Looks like it's 8 miles on this road. Looks well traveled and well maintained. Shouldn't be a problem. The road's actually really good, but since it's 8 miles, I'm gonna just go ahead and use these things. They're like these quick air down things. You can adjust the PSI. Basically, you put these onto your nozzle on your tire, and then it'll just deflate automatically. And then when it hits, I think these are set to like 20 or 25 PSI, it'll close the valve. And there's 4 of them, so you can just walk around and put one on each nozzle, and it's just like a really quick way to air down. It takes a couple minutes rather than, I don't know, 15-20 minutes by just like literally standing at each wheel and like sticking something in there and then checking and rechecking. Putting air back in is a different story. I have a decent pump, but where is it though? I can still only go one at a time, and it's a process. But just since I have all this stuff in the back rattling around, why not just like smooth the ride out just a tad. I'm not in a rush anyways. Like, this is not a big deal to stop and do this. So they're all going. This one's still going. I haven't timed it, but last time I did this on my truck, basically I walked around, and by the time I had put the last one on, the first one was almost done. But maybe I had wishful thinking in my mind. Alright, first one just finished. That back in. Put the cap back on. This one should be about wrapping up. Yep. Holy shit, guys. This is freaky. There's these giant grasshopper bugs. The road is just like thick with them. It's like a mass migration. Oh my god, these things are huge. I saw one, I thought it was like a tarantula, but it's not. But either way, you know, these massive bugs are not really what I'm about, and I really hope they're not all the way up there at the reservoir. I still have a ways to go, but like, I don't want to be like fishing in the creek or hanging out at this reservoir like with these giant bugs. I'm sure they're harmless, but like, they're just kind of gnarly. I don't know. Wow, there's just thousands of them. Like, and they're just going from the right side of the road to the left side. I wonder what's pushing that. Okay, well, inevitably I've probably killed about 100 of them at this point, and there will be more. There will be blood. Sorry, grasshoppers. Maybe that's why the fish get so big around here. First stream crossing in the van. I hope it's not very deep. It's kind of deep. I just think of my diesel heater exhaust. Oh well. Could this be it? Ah, I see water. Okay, I've made it to the reservoir. And the creek flowing out of the reservoir was quite muddy. But I know that the reservoir itself is normally muddy. So, but there are still fish in it. I think big fish, actually. So I'm gonna check out the creek flowing into the reservoir. Maybe that's clear. The reservoir is actually bigger than I thought. It's taken me a minute to drive the length of it. There's tons of cool camping spots, like right on the lake, and there's only one car that I've seen so far camped. So I'll have a nice pic of where I want to post up for the evening. They all have fire rings, but oh man, I did not get any firewood. I think I might have messed up there. And by Hat Creek there was so much firewood I could have easily just harvested, just like dead logs everywhere. I was just too focused on fishing. it'll happen. Oh, well, I'm a few miles up from the reservoir, and there's some open range here, some cattle that were eyeballing me as I drove by. The creek's somewhere over there. I believe I would recognize the spot where that video I was referring to earlier was filmed. I caught a glimpse of it like a mile ago, and it looked like it was cleared up, like it wasn't cloudy anymore. I'm just gonna pull over here and see if I can get over to the creek. Wow, this is quite an angle. There we go. Well, I found the creek, and it's not totally clear, but it's definitely more clear than it was down by the reservoir. So I think I'm gonna keep heading upstream because it's spring fed. So the closer we get to the spring, maybe the clearer it'll be. Another stream crossing. Okay, this is not very deep. We are good. Creek is flowing nice. Well, there's this really nice flat campsite right on the creek. There's some wood left in the fire pit, but there's also a lot of dead sagebrush, like not little plants like this one. Like there's 6 foot tall ones over there that I can just, you know, scrounge some firewood if I want to, although it's supposed to get pretty cold tonight. So there were 2 guys in a pickup truck parked just up there, and they were like, yeah, we watched that YouTube video too. This is our first time here. They said it was really tough because it was windy today. Getting your line to lie flat, like down in the channel of the stream, is apparently a huge challenge. But I'm gonna be here for a while. I'll see if it clears up. Oh my god, this is hilarious. It's an old outhouse. I don't know if there used to be an outhouse like built around that, or if it's just a little toilet in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, the road got pretty narrow, not too far up ahead, but also just like deep tire channels, and I started kind of plowing with the front subframe, and I just didn't want to snag a rock on the oil pan, so I backed up like a quarter of a mile, basically all the way to the campsite, and it's pretty breezy. I'm gonna just go for a little hike up this road and check out the creek periodically, see if it clears up a little bit more, although right now it's way clearer than it was closer to the reservoir. Like you can see the bottom, so that means the fish can see their food. I didn't ask if the guys caught anything. They just said it was hard from the wind, but they said it was good, so I'm assuming there are fish here, but I have yet to see one. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. Well, I'd say I've walked about 1.5 miles up the creek, and yeah, I've seen some fish right here actually. I took a gander down over the edge of this overhang, and I saw like what looked to be at least like a 13 to 14 inch fish. What gets me about this creek is it's so skinny. Like this is 1 minute up from that pool where I saw the 14 inch fish, And look, I mean, I can literally straddle it. So it's just crazy to think about if these fish are coming up from the reservoir, like, that's quite a journey for them. Maybe there's a time when they kind of spawn almost, when the flows are up, when there's, you know, a lot of runoff or rain in the area, or they've just been in this creek for a long time. It is, I think, kind of abnormal to see fish that big in a creek this small, but if they're not being fished out, since this is really, really off the beaten path, maybe that's just kind of how things used to be, where fish were in every creek in the West, you know, plentiful and big. And this might just be kind of how it once was. Either way, I don't think I'm going to eat a fish out of this creek, just because, like, everywhere you go there's cow patties, and yeah, I don't know. Fish might taste like cow shit. Now I'm in this spot where the cattle have obviously been grazing, and it's like the creek goes through this mowed lawn area where casting would be significantly more forgiving. Something to keep in mind. I'm walking back along the road, and I can see the exact point where I stopped and started backing down. It doesn't look like I was actually plowing. I think I could push through it if I just went slowly, but I mean, I don't care. I'll just walk it and keep the van where it is now. It's that time of the month. For what, you ask? Another fly line leader. Holy smokes, guys. Well, the legend lives. There is a pretty massive trout on the end of my line, and he's running for this swampy. Holy dude. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna set the camera down and try and land this guy. This is a big fish. Oh. Come on. I mean, there's really nowhere for you to go. But I don't have a net because I'm a moron. Yes, sir. Well, that was amazing. I was just messing around. I didn't even bring my vest with me. I just put like a grasshopper thing on and just, you know, walked around the creek for about 10 minutes just outside the van here. And yeah, that was kind of a monster fish. I mean, for me, like, I do a lot of fishing in small, like, high altitude lakes and streams, and I'm not usually catching fish that are much more than, you know, 12 to 15 inches. And that one was like a good fish for any river for me. So to pull one out of a creek that you can literally like straddle across, like this is seriously what I dream about. Tomorrow I'll go out with more of a plan, and I have, you know, a mile or two of this creek that I've kind of surveyed, and I'm pretty sure there's fish all up and down it. So I'm gonna have a really good day tomorrow, and it's about dinner time now. I'm gonna cook some dinner and then fish tomorrow, and then maybe bring the kayak down to the reservoir and either just get some exercise or fish from the kayak. But yeah, I'm really stoked that I made the trip out here. it's just a gorgeous piece of country here. Dinner tonight, pasta and sardines with, you know, some seasoning, and I'll have like a basic salad. I'm just using up, these are kind of empty, and then if they don't seem like enough, I'll add some of that. But also I just wanted to say, I feel justified in my removal of my huge propane system. I had a locker under here, like a sealed thing with a vent underneath the whole thing. With, there was like a valve that came out right there, and this little green thing, which is like $5 at Ace Hardware, it's lasted me 2 weeks, and I've been cooking something every evening. I don't usually cook a lunch or a breakfast, but I mean, I'm boiling water at altitude like every night. And I picked up a second one a couple days ago, just, you know, so I can be prepared when this one runs out. But yeah, I think my huge, like, well, it wasn't huge, it was like a 20 gallon or an 11 gallon tank. That was just overkill. Well, it's about 8 in the morning. Just checking on the stream here. It's about the same as yesterday. I was thinking maybe it would clear up a little bit. I was thinking maybe yesterday there was rain somewhere upstream that had caused it to get a little cloudy. But I think that's just maybe how it is, at least for this time of year. And there's a lot of cattle grazing in the area, as you can see right there. And yeah, I think the cattle just kind of being in and around the creek and sort of tearing up the ground, like in the muddy areas near the creek, I think that might be contributing to it. But as we saw yesterday, the fish have no problem feeding in this. And yeah, I'm just debating. It's a little breezy out. I don't know. I think there's a warming trend, but I think it's not really that warm today. I think tomorrow is the warmer day, and I don't know. I'm thinking of maybe staying around the van today and doing some video editing. But I don't know. I might not be able to resist the urge. But yeah, you can see in the grass here the wind is a factor today. But I have no internet. I have no way of checking the forecast for tomorrow. Like, even if it is warmer tomorrow, I don't know if it'll be less windy. Yeah, we'll see. I have this Garmin InReach Messenger device that I got specifically for this trip, just because I knew I would be in places like this where you just get zero cell service and your loved ones might want to know that you're alive. I've shared location with in Google Maps with a couple of friends and family members so they can just like see where my phone is, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm okay. So I'm gonna fire this thing up and just give one of they're like pre-prepared messages that you can send for free with the basic plan, where it's just like, hi, I'm alive, or something like that. And it worked. I got an immediate response from her, so that's nice. Just nice to know you can do that anywhere that you have a clear sky. Oh Okay, I'm editing, and then the weather is getting nicer and nicer. Oh yeah, I don't know. I might have to fish for a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, let's go around here. I don't know why I'm whispering. It's not like the fish can hear me. Maybe they can. I should probably know that. This is insane. It's like a foot wide here. It's probably 2 or 3 feet deep right there. But this is part of the reason why I had kind of my doubts when I was scouting this on Google Earth, is because when you're looking for a fishable creek, like, I knew it was small, but I was seeing parts like this from the aerial imagery that basically just look like a patch of green grass where the ground may have been wet, but you really can't even tell that there's a year-round creek here. You just have to come here and see it. Like, look at that. It's just, and I'm sure there are fish like in this channel here, but I can't, there's just really no way to get a line in there when the grass is literally overhanging, like from both sides all the way across. I'm now bushwhacking. I have to bypass part of the creek, part actually where I caught that big fish last night. There's some cattle, and I actually looked behind me and there were 3 bulls following me, and one of them made a not so nice noise. So I am just going straight away from them. Now they're like stampeding up creek, which is what I don't want, because now they're gonna be in my way again. One of them let out a war cry, you know, the wah, and then they all just started running. Alright, got a nice bird's eye view here. This is where the creek makes a turn. The road continues up there, the creek goes up here, and this is where I was yesterday afternoon, where it got really nice and pretty. And it looks like all the cows, there's still a couple here, but the ones from before, off in the distance, you can see they went up that other little creek. I guess they're overall scared of me. There's still these guys down here. That one has horns, but past him there's no more cows upstream. So yeah, I feel like cows that I've interacted with, because I've crossed pastures before to fish many times actually, like in the Eastern Sierra, and the cows really didn't pay any mind of me. They were just kind of like eating their grass, and we would just walk right by them. These cows, I don't know, they're giving me a different vibe. They're just like way more skittish and unpredictable. I just dropped the line in the water right here, just above this little rapid, to bring it down into that nice little pool there where the water kind of slows down. But as soon as I dropped the hopper in, right there was a fish lurking underneath a patch of grass on the riverbank, like a 12-incher too. Like, the fish can be just tucked up anywhere in this creek. It's freaking amazing. But I obviously missed it because I wasn't expecting it so soon. Oh, what? How did I miss him? These fish come out of nowhere and hit really hard. I don't think he's gonna go for it again. I've come to this little overhang where I think I spooked one yesterday. So I'm gonna carefully just dangle the fly down. And if I hook one, I can scramble around and land it. Oh my God. Oh my God, a big fish just went for, he saw it coming too. Before it even touched the water, he was lining it up. That's insane. Oh my God, guys, there's a massive fish that I may have startled, but he's like right in there. Oh man, how do I get to this? I'm up above where I saw that massive fish. I'm gonna try and do the dangle and walk method. All right, I'm in the water. Little one just went for it again. Let's try that once more. Ooh, okay. I don't think this is the massive one, but it's bigger. Oh, and I do have a net this time. This must go downstream. Oh, finally. Oh my God, what a beautiful fish, guys. Look at that. Yeah, that's a good 13-inch brown. Okay, let's get him off. There we go. All right. Hook is out. All right, fishy, it's time for you to be free. And he's gone. Whoa, okay. So yeah, we just pulled like a 13-incher out of this stretch of creek. Insane. This is nice. The grass has been mowed down pretty short by the cattle. Jesus Christ. Another monster. Oh my God. That's a beauty. Wow, I'm still in disbelief that this place exists. It is just drop dead gorgeous out here. It's like a Western movie setting. Look at these red hills. And then out of the desert comes this beautiful spring-fed brook. I mean, every place where you would expect there to be a fish, there is one. And then places you wouldn't expect it, there are fish too. This is going to go down as one of my all-time favorite experiences. And I'm not a pro. Like, I am a novice fly caster. At places like this though, where you put in the work and you go the extra mile literally to get out there, you just got to get your fly in the water and good things will happen. This is what I get up in the morning for. I want that big one back, man. I had him. I was fumbling around trying to get the camera recording. Yeah, lost it. Man, I was like, he was lurking under the bank, so he couldn't see me, and I couldn't see him, so I was like 4 feet away from him when he went for it. That's a pretty awesome feeling. Man, this thing does not want to float. Shoot. Oh, Something's on there. Feels big. Decent fish. I don't even know if the camera's recording, but I'm not gonna mess with it. I don't want to miss another one. Oh no, not in the moss, not in the moss. Come on. Oh, fuck me. There we go. Is this thing on? Nice fish. Let's get him off the hook. One last look at him in the net. Another brown. Alright, you are free to go, my friend. Oh, wow. Closer to this canyon I get, the more beautiful it is. The creek is just so agreeable right now. Meandering, the grass is short, the fish are big. Look at that view, man. I'm in heaven. Another decent fish. Oh, this one hit so hard. Oh, beauty, beauty, beauty. All right, one last look. And, oh, his teeth were stuck on the net. Oh, wow. The beauty here. And I just saw a fish jump at the top of this pool. Doesn't get much better than this. Well, I came around this bend and there's a bunch more cattle up that way. The canyon's much more narrow here, so it's harder for me to kind of give them a wide berth. So I'm just gonna call it and head back downstream. I'll fish along the way. I might put on something silly, like some huge hopper, just to see what that brings out from underneath the banks. But yeah, it has been, wow, it's been an amazing day. I wasn't even going to come out. I was just going to video edit, and then it got pretty warm. Like, it's probably 75 degrees right now, and further up this canyon I went, oh man, the more I just fell in love with this place. Got one. Come on. There you are. Oh, you beautiful beast. Let's get that hook out your mouth. That might be a cutthroat. I'm not even sure. It's like got a slight rainbow look to it, but it doesn't look like a traditional rainbow. Anyways, great fish. Bonus just for my walk back. Beautiful. Big one. This is a lunker. Come on, net. There you are. Oh, fuck. Come on. No. He's too big for the net, dude. And I'm also not good at this. There we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's probably the fish of the day, boys. Yes, sir. Alright, let's get the hook out of your mouth. Yep, I know. Oh no, dude. Well, I think I made the right call today. You know, the wind never really came up too badly. The fishing was great. I actually can't believe I was gonna just sit in the van and try and do some video editing with the creek right next to me. So yeah, that was, I don't know, close to a perfect day. Just big fish, little creek. I lost a few. I ran out of battery. There were fish that I caught that didn't make it onto the camera, and I lost a ton. I mean, if I was a skilled fly fisherman and I didn't clip all of my barbs, I could have had like 30 fish today. But I got like 4 really good ones, maybe 5 or 6, and then a handful of like 10 to 12 inchers. But really, after the first one of the day, I was just like completely satisfied and happy just to be out there, like, you know, contending with this creek. So much fun, so pretty. I mean, I would come here even if the creek didn't have fish in it. It's so desolate. Yeah, man, I fished my heart out today. I probably look like half dead, but it was worth it. So worth it. Oh, so good. Just what my weary bones need, a little bit of heat. What's up, guys? Oh, the little baby. They're very interested in the fire pit. They're like eating the coals. I don't really get that. Well, everyone, it's about time for me to go. I'm again pretty sad to be leaving this campsite, and this creek and this area. It's unlike any place I've ever been fishing, that's for sure. And I think I discovered a few things last night, and just sort of figuring out for myself by being here. Crawdads. I went down to get some water to douse the fire last night. Actually, there's like that last stream crossing is right by the campsite, and that's the easiest place to just go down and get some water without getting all muddy. And I saw like 3 kind of shadows in the water. They looked like fish, but they weren't swimming away like fish normally would if they got spooked. Finally, I realized that they were crawdads, and there were several of them. I didn't see any in the creek when I was fishing during the day, but I bet they are in all the deep pools and hiding from the fish. And also, when I was scrambling around up in the rocks, kind of getting away from the cows, I saw like exoskeletons of crawdads, like pieces of them here and there. At first, I thought they were the giant grasshopper things that I saw. But then I saw like a claw, and I was like, what the heck? So birds are getting crawdads out of the creek. And this is up, miles away from the reservoir. So they're in the creek for sure. I mean, I saw them in the creek. And a lot of the fish that I caught were browns. And I know browns are known for eating crawdads. And that could be a contributing factor to the size of the fish. If they're eating those crawdads, then yeah, I mean, you have to be kind of a big fish to do that. Also, the muddy water of the creek and probably the reservoir, I'm guessing, is just because of all the cattle ranching, which I have mixed feelings about. It's nice to see cows out here rather than being in some like horrendous feedlot that's dusty and hot, and they're just like hosing the cows down and they're eating just like slop. But also, I mean, the cows are just like all in the creek. I saw cows crossing the creek and like pooping while crossing the creek. And there's several areas there's like these springs that kind of flow through a meadow into the creek. And the cows, when they walk through it, they just turn it into like a mud pit. They're just stomping around. Their hoofs go down like a foot into the mud and just churn it all up. And that is flowing into the creek constantly. And I'm pretty sure that's why this creek isn't crystal clear right now. I'm sure there's a time when the cattle come down from the high country, towards the end of the summer. And I bet the creek gets crystal clear. I could be wrong about that, but that's just kind of my little interpretation. I don't know. This is Nevada. This also happens in California, anywhere really where there's like this high country grazing land for the cattle. I think it's been going on for hundreds of years, but it's public land, and the cattle ranchers, I don't know what they pay or how they make up for this, but I have read that actually in my research to try and find this place, I was reading about endangered Lahontan cutthroat populations, which are a type of species of trout that are found in, I think, mostly Nevada, like Pyramid Lake and places like that. And there are areas just like this with creeks and tributaries where I think they have concluded that cattle ranching has like decimated the population of trout because it just ruins their environment. This creek has plenty of trout in it. The trout here are doing fine in spite of this, but it's something that I think environmentalists are kind of getting a hold of. All right, so I'm going to end the video now. If you liked it, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. I had so much fun making this video, and I hope to continue making more like this. And I will close with this. I'm not going to say the name of this creek. I'm not going to, drop a pin in the video description, but I will refer you to the video where the fly fishing guy who has his YouTube channel, I forget his name, goes with a guy named Trent Palmer, who is, I think, pretty famous, and they fly here and they fish. They don't say where this is, but just watch the beginning of the video very carefully. Listen to there's like a broadcast of their radio communications with the tower saying which direction they're flying. They fly past Pyramid Lake on their way, and that's all I'll say. If you really want to come here and you're like me and you have to find this, you'll be able to figure it out. Use Google Earth, Google Maps, aerial imagery, and kind of just search for the clues, and you'll find it. Ooh, like a champ. Like a champ. Can't forget this guy.